doing, Mitch?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. How was your night?
It was nothing exciting, but busy.
Oh, busy?
Yeah, but not really anything I can talk about on here, unfortunately.
Just chopping around the house?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Not mowing the lawn. The lawn looks nice and mowed.
Yeah, no, my father has been enjoying the warm weather immensely. It's so funny. I'm actually like the polar opposite, pun intended, of my father because...
Why pun intended?
Because I love the cold weather.
Oh, gotcha.
And he hates it.
Hates it?
So, yeah, dude, like if it's anything below like 75, he has a jacket on.
Yeah, same.
Like...
I actually wish I had a jacket on right now. It is 55.
Oh, it's so good out right now?
Oh, it's chilly. It's jacket weather. I think most people would say it's jacket weather. I would also say it's good out right now. It's very nice out.
Oh, yeah, I would agree with that.
It's
for
like
sure.
super nice.
Yeah, it's not like rainy. It's not super windy, right? To me, a lot of the times that's more important than it's not excessively humid. That's more important than the actual temperature a lot of the time for me. But yeah, so my father loves the warm weather. So he was really enjoying this past week, and he's been working from home, and basically any chance that he gets, he's going outside to take a break. He's after work, he's doing all sorts of yard work, right? So he's all over it.
This brings up an interesting point. I asked the wonderful ChatGPT for some talking points for the podcast.
Oh, okay.
And I do this often. Most of the time, they fucking suck and they're just stupid. But there was one today that I saw, or like last night, that's called quiet vacationing. Have you heard about this?
No.
And so when you talk about your dad working from home and like doing things in between meetings or whatever, it reminded me of this thing called quiet vacationing, which apparently people, I'm not saying your dad does this, okay? I'm not trying to point fingers.
Sure.
Apparently people who work from home, because that's such a common thing now, some jobs have fully gone remote. What they do is they go on vacation, but they don't tell their boss.
Oh,
and so like they just bring their laptop. They need to have like internet access so they can hop on meetings and stuff. But it's like this thing, and I had not heard about this until ChatGPT told me about it.
Oh, that's actually kind of interesting.
So I looked into it and was like, is this really a thing? Or is it just like, a one article? But no, there were people who were talking about it, bosses who were talking about it.
So it's kind of like, say for instance, I worked from home in like IT or something. And I wanted to take a vacation to, I don't know, Hawaii.
Yes.
I'm basically working from home, but at Hawaii.
Yeah, so maybe on the travel days you say I have limited availability. But then if you schedule a couple of meetings, if you actively schedule the meetings while you're away, and everyone uses these blurred backgrounds, why did that become a thing?
I think for privacy, but like I mean, I don't know.
So that other people can't see the inside of your home?
Yeah, well, the one thing I could think of is like they don't want like people to see other people walking by in the background.
That's understandable,
because it might be distracting.
That's understandable,
especially someone who has a spouse or who has kids or whatever, right? I
guess everyone might not have a big enough home to find a safe, quiet place.
But someone might also just be embarrassed by the memorabilia.
See, I want to see your shit.
I know, that's the thing.
I want to see the room that you chose to video chat in. Because to me, that is interesting about a person. Why did you choose
Well, I think people are afraid of being judged, right?
Well, they have every right to be afraid of being judged because there's way too much blind judgment.
And you might not be a harsh judge.
No, I am a harsh judge.
Okay.
But I'm not going to see something in someone's background and think they're a bad person unless it's maybe a Confederate flag.
You know or like I mean? Nazi symbols or shit.
Yes, exactly. I feel like I'm a fair judge.
Okay.
But harsh.
Okay.
Can those things be together?
I think they can, but I guess what I really meant was you're not the kind of person who is going to like see someone's action figure collection in the background and be like, what a nerd. You know what I mean?
I want
like,
to know.
There are people who do that though.
Yes, 100%. Oh, and they suck. Those are bad people. I don't want to be around those people.
Yeah,
I judge them now, and they fuck.
But the problem is, in the corporate world, there's a lot of those people.
100%, a lot of those people. But I want to, especially with the people that I work with, I want to know what their hobbies are.
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
We work in a creative field.
Yeah.
I want to know what kind of action figures you collect, or like what you collect, what you do in your spare time, even if it isn't, excuse me, like a creative thing.
Yeah.
Are you someone that hikes all the time? Are you someone that likes to go on vacation and actually tell your boss, but you're going on,
yeah. You know? Maybe quiet vacationing is just another creative outlet.
No, so that's the other thing. Like this goes to the I need to be secretive.
Yeah.
If you work a remote job, and you can travel while doing the job, why should it matter?
It shouldn't. It really shouldn't. And I'll give you an example. I have a cousin who works remote.
Yep.
And does it in a camper with their spouse. And
sounds amazing.
And yeah, there's no qualms about it.
Do they travel?
They travel all the time.
Yep.
All over the country.
And if you make your meetings and you're doing the work that you're supposed to do, you're making your deadlines.
Yeah.
Then what's the problem? Is it jealousy?
I don't know.
You know,
man.
like
I guess you're trying to make it so your coworkers aren't jealous of you.
Right. And so it's created a culture where people are forced to now just lie about where they are and create these blurred backgrounds, or not create them, but just click the blurred background button. And can we take a quick tangent and talk about the bumper sticker that's in front of us?
Sure. What does it say?
So it's a Chevy Avalanche pickup truck, and on the rear middle window, they just put their blinker on so late to turn. Fucking jackass. They had a sticker that said DILIGAF, DILLIGAF.
What the hell does that mean?
Do I look like I give a fuck?
Oh my goodness. Huh. Well, that explains the blinker.
But let's be real here. You do look like you give a fuck.
Yeah.
You bought a sticker.
Yeah.
To put on your car.
That's true.
To say that you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Don't. Why did you Google? You bought that sticker at some place. You Googled it.
I feel like if someone genuinely didn't give a fuck, they wouldn't be putting bumper stickers on their vehicle.
No, they probably wouldn't even have a fucking license plate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We all give a fuck to a certain extent.
Yeah. You're sort of obliged to.
Yes.
We
live in a society.
Yeah, and we have to act in a civilized way.
Yeah, exactly. And like, they're like, you are, whether or not you're someone that like maintains the status quo, like you were talking about, like corporate people, or someone who's more of a free spirit and doesn't necessarily, follow all of the rules.
Yeah.
You're still conforming in a way.
Yes.
We all have birth certificates.
Yeah.
I'm driving a car.
Yeah,
I know you
exactly.
don't drive, but you know what I mean? Like, I mean, you're still trying to drive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We live in, oh, here they are again. So they took this little cutoff.
Only to end up right back in front of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. So
also,
interesting.
another check mark in the you look like you give a fuck, because you could have just stayed on the same road.
And ended up in the same spot.
But instead you decided to turn twice. Like actually physically turn your car and then go to a stop sign and turn again. And now they're just, instead of one car length in front of me with not enough braking room, there's now 8. And so I feel much safer being behind this do I look like I give a fuck person. That, to me, I think very much looks like they give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the blur. A coworker of ours.
Yeah.
He always uses a blurred background.
Okay.
You can pretty much figure out who it is.
Yeah,
He's the only person that I ever get on video chats for work.
Yeah.
And I want to know what's back there.
Oh boy.
It's like when we first video chatted with you for the Beasty Boys stuff that we were doing with Jarvis and Mike.
Yeah.
And like you are, on this podcast and at work, you always wear black.
Yeah.
But you don't always wear black all the time.
No, and I wear nothing but black outside of work.
No, anything but.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything but black, right. And so you have like a bright yellow shirt, and the first time we video chatted with you, there was it Iron Maiden poster?
Yeah, it was an Iron Maiden poster and a Jimi Hendrix poster in the background.
Love that. That's what I want to see. I want to see your posters. I want to see your turtles.
Yeah.
I want to think about why that is like where your computer is. You have a desktop computer.
Yeah.
For people who have laptops, me specifically, I video chat in different rooms. It depends on what I'm doing. If I'm video chatting with my parents who live in Florida, I'm sitting on the couch. I don't care. If if I'm doing a work meeting, I'm not going to sit on the couch.
Oh, for sure.
I usually go into my dining room.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sound fancy. I just have a room.
No, I get it. You
know, with a table to sit at.
Yeah.
And there's good lighting in there, and that's like where a lot of my plants are. And people have asked me about my plants. I have like this cactus that's like 40 years old.
Yeah.
People have asked me about that. I love that shit. This goes back to what people want to be talk about themselves. Ask me about my cactus, and then I'll ask you if you like. This is a part of being in a society. We all give a fuck. I wish I could be like, I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks.
Yeah.
I care.
Yeah, everybody cares.
We all care.
Everybody cares, dude.
Yes.
It's true.
If you didn't care, you'd be actually hitting the person that cut you off with your car and driving away like fucking gladiator times. You know, but even in that's why I hesitated, because even in ancient Rome, people cared. There was society.
Yeah.
There are societal pressures. Not all of them are good, not all of them are bad.
Yeah.
But there are ways of living with other people surrounding you. And I do give a fuck. And I hate that so much. Like, do I look like I give a shit? You kind of do. You do. You care enough to tell everyone that you don't care.
Yeah.
That's a form of caring.
It is 100%.
Yeah.
An anecdote on the whole, like, backgrounds on corporate meetings and things. So,
Cybertruck.
Oh boy.
Is that the first one we've seen?
No, I think we saw
one before.
I think we've seen one before.
Probably the same idiot.
It very well might be.
You know, there can't be that many.
Yeah. So when I used to live at my old house, not the one I currently live at, this was during COVID. When COVID first started, my dad started working remote for the first time, and the only place he could really do it that was isolated from everybody else was in the basement. Yeah. Which was an unfinished basement.
Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable.
Right. So, but basically he wouldn't blur it. That's the thing.
But you also don't need to.
Yeah, no, you don't need
expect
to.
it.
No. So he would be in the basement, you know, with like these damp stone walls and this wood behind him. Yeah. And his other coworkers thought it was hilarious. They used to be like, "Oh, here's Dave in the dungeon again." Yeah. Right. Yeah. To the point where it became like an inside joke with them. To one day they all had a meeting, and you know how you can like.
Oh, change your background?
Change your background, so they all changed their background to various, like, brick and stone walls.
That's great. I love that. That is fun. That is why okay.
But there's, like, a camaraderie level to that, right?
They bonded over that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They bonded so much over it that your dad told you about it, and then you shared it with me.
Yeah.
That's what being human is all about, right?
Yeah.
It's not about fucking going to work and like or any one specific thing. It's about that and like the human connections of that type of thing. Like that seems very fun. That's like a fun sort of, we're gonna get Dave, like, you know, they're all texting each other. They're all emailing each other, you know. It would have been, I was really hoping you were gonna say they like took his background and recreated it on all of theirs so that they all had the same one. I want to see your backgrounds if we're video chatting. I just want to, and even if it's just a blank white wall, you know, I just want to see what that is, because I think it does. It humanizes a person that much more. And
you know, I feel like in the digital age where everything is so fake, right? Feel like the humanization of the other person is more important than ever.
Yes.
So any way that you can connect with someone or have that come across is,
because you know, it's a lot harder.
It is incredibly hard. Right. You know, and we've talked about that on a past episode. So just to, you know, sort of reiterate, right? Yeah. Like just the way that we live in this world that's so connected, but I truly feel like the interconnectedness that human beings used to have is fading.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I totally agree. It's connected in a way that allows us to avoid the actual human connection.
Yes.
Like, just because you can pick up your phone and see someone's face on Instagram, it doesn't mean you're actually like seeing someone's face and interacting with them in person.
Yes, this is all true.
You know, it's so, and so I've said the same thing there before too. Like, we see too many fucking faces. The internet was a mistake. You know, and what it has become was a mistake. You know, like, and it does. It avoids. It's easy to avoid the human connection, and it sucks shit. And so we're gonna go. Well, at least I am. I don't want to speak for you, but I'm gonna have a good day at work. And I'm gonna connect with people, and I'm gonna ask them about themselves, because we, like, I want to Okay, I can't talk about this now, but
okay.
I guess I have, if we want to extrapolate on more of the same idea on the way home, I have ideas.
Okay, cool.
But I also want to get into work and,
let's
just
do it.
Chat it up for 20 minutes.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
We're actually in.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah. Here we go. We're going home.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
You're excited to be going home?
Oh, dude, I'm exhausted.
Anything good come up at work today? Who drives the Vespa?
I don't know. I was talking to somebody in the parking lot.
Guarantee you I know who it is.
Oh, okay.
Guaranteed. Because I know someone that lives close to here, and I bet it's his. So that's cool.
First of all, a little bit of a status update on the contest.
Oh, but here we go. Oh, sorry, right. I'm putting the window up.
Oh, yeah,
AC's going good now.
Yeah, go for it. I just wanted to say that we showed off the results this morning, and we talked about them a little bit, and a surprising thing I feel like the majority of people who are on set with us actually voted for you.
Oh, so it was the interlopers.
Option. I think it was the interlopers that pushed me over the edge.
And you know what I'm also going to say?
What?
The Rhode Islanders had my back.
They did.
Why do we fucking let Massachusetts people vote?
Well,
Connecticut people. This is a Rhode Island draft. I got fucked.
You did.
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter.
You got raked over the coals on that one.
What the hell, man? Someone from Massachusetts is voting on whether or not Dells is Dells is the fucking best. No, but there were a lot of good arguments. I thought it was very fun. People were invested in it, and it was very nice that people were like talking about it, and it was good.
Yeah, no, it was a great bonding moment.
Yes, and that's like kind of speaks to what we were talking about, like human connection on the way
this
in,
morning,
and sort of what we were going away from our morning conversation, and like it's just like good to have human connection with other people. Some people you might not have seen in years or whatever, right?
Exactly. Like one of the reasons I like doing the job that I have is because I have now become friends with a lot of the people I work with. So it's like, what is possibly better than getting to go to work with your friends? Right. It just makes the day, even in the toughest moments of the day, right? It just makes it go a little smoother because you know that you're all on the same team, contract wise, but also you're all on the same team as friends too. Yes. So we are very lucky to be able to work with the people that we work with. Yeah, for sure. But enough about work because we just left it. Yeah, fuck that. One thing I have wanted to talk about, just briefly, but I never found the time, and I'm also old and kind of forgot. Oh God. You think you're old? Dude, I feel ancient. You're 30. I know, I'm 31. Okay. Oh man, but I've felt like I'm 85 since I was 10. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, a couple of weeks ago we talked about a Goofy movie. Oh Jesus Christ. And I mentioned the documentary, not just the Goof. Yeah. I finally got a chance to watch that over the weekend. I thought it was really, really cool. Nice. For a lot of reasons. First of all, I didn't know anything about the making of that movie. Yep. And it's actually a very fascinating history about Disney was going through like their big renaissance in the 80s with and into the 90s. Early 90s, yeah. Right, with all these big movies that Lion King, Aladdin. Because before that, Disney animation kind of dropped off. It wasn't really doing so hot. Yeah, because of Michael Eisner. Yeah, and then they brought on oh God, what's his name? He went on to go found DreamWorks. You know who I'm talking about though? He founded it with Spielberg. Other Michael, not Michael Eisner, but I can't think of his name for the life of me. But anyway, that guy, when they brought him into Disney, right? And he was producing all these mega hits. He then tasked himself with his pet project of, I want to find a way that we could make smaller budgeted theatrical release animation that is still of enough good quality to, be that. Right. And that's what a Goofy movie was. Mm-hmm. It was his little pet project. Right. And the thing is as that movie, they hit so many setbacks and shit during the movie, and at one point they wanted to have Goofy voiced by Steve Martin. What? They wanted to have Goofy voice, because the guy who we're talking about, the producer, and this is a great testament to how sometimes the whims of a producer can just change on the fly.
Yeah.
They were showing him like a rough cut of like some scenes or whatever that had Goofy with his usual Goofy voice, you know, by the guy who's been doing it for ages now, right? And he was like, yeah, I'm just not feeling it. Hear me out. What if we have Steve Martin voice Goofy? And they were like, Steve Martin's gonna be doing the Goofy voice? No. Steve Martin's gonna be doing it in his regular voice. So they actually went in and he
recorded some lines?
No. Before they got Steve Martin, they got the guy who voices Goofy to do just all the scenes in his own regular voice.
Oh, God.
And they showed it to the producers like, okay, yeah, you're right, this is not gonna work.
The man's name is Goofy. The character needs to be Goofy.
However, they did say that they're actually
needs to be a yokel.
They're glad that sort of happened.
Yeah.
Because some of the more not Goofy delivery that he delivered helped kind of inform the final scenes and the parts where Goofy is humanized a little more and is a little more
because the character's
emotional.
a lot more flushed out than it would be in like a 3-minute short.
Yeah,
or even
exactly,
like a 10-minute
exactly.
short, or even a half-hour episode or something, right?
So, but the other interesting thing was, there's like this big blowout, like a Goofy movie is getting close to release. Yeah. It's gonna get finished up. There's this big blowout between that producer and the other head guy at Disney.
Like the CEO at the time?
Yeah, and the producer gets ousted, right? Which he then goes on to found DreamWorks. But because of that, like, a Goofy movie almost didn't even get released.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like they had to like fight tooth and nail to get like a release thing for it. And that's why there was barely any marketing for it. Right. It was sort of just like released into the ether. Like they just wrote it off as a loss at that point. It was this guy's pet project that no one was going to push for it. No one was going to fight for it. Right. And that's, I think, why it ended up as a cult classic, really, is, it didn't, at the end of the journey, right, the guide who was guiding the project just sort of, had no hands involved anymore. And the people making it were like, what the fuck do we do? Yeah. So, I don't know, it's just really insightful into the world of production in general and just the history behind Disney animation.
Did you get Disney Plus? Did you get a Disney Plus account?
No.
Oh,
no. Captain Jack Sparrow released it on the wider waves.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, not just the Goof, highest recommendation, and also I am not alone in that a lot of people think it is one of the greatest.
What do you mean a lot of people? Like 4?
A lot of people, apparently. So
a lot of people.
No, so apparently it was like 2023 or something at a
like IndieWire.com did a poll.
No. They did like a convention thing for Disney, and like a Goofy movie had its first ever panel, and they expected no one to show up, right? So they had a room that was like 250 people max or something like that. Yeah. And the line through it was out the door, and they had to turn away like multiple thousands of people.
Thousands?
Thousands.
Wow.
Yeah, like apparently something else I didn't know is apparently a Goofy movie is very beloved in the black community, the African American community. Okay. Some people even consider it like the first like black Disney movie. Okay. Which is really interesting to hear that sort of take on it. Yeah. I feel like I'm not really qualified to speak on those talking points. No, neither of us are. Right? No, but like, I thought it was super interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And I would love to hear more of like that viewpoint, right?
Yeah, that's interesting.
So, but still, I just thought it was all really cool, and I wanted to just bring that up.
It again, any chance you get.
Well, no, I wanted to follow up on a point that I was, I said that I wanted to watch it. Yeah, I did.
What is it, like an hour and a half?
Yeah, just about.
Do you find yourself liking documentaries in general?
I am very much a documentary guy. Yeah. So obviously, as someone who, as you know, is into paranormal shit, right? I watch a ton of documentaries about that type of shit. But I also just love watching like nature documentaries in general.
Nature documentaries. I've been watching a lot of David Attenborough on YouTube lately.
Oh yeah.
A lot of David
Attenborough stuff is so good.
Yeah. Now the YouTube algorithm is really pushing it at me. So like, a couple nights ago, we watched something like all about hummingbirds.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was fascinating. I absolutely loved it. We watched another one that was just about just watched a documentary about small towns in Maine.
Oh wow!
That wasn't David Attenborough, but it was just like, I love that type of
stuff.
stuff.
You know what an interesting documentary I watched on YouTube was? It was about how in a lot of cities, more buildings than you think are fake.
Oh. Like facades for other things?
No, so like a lot of times they'll be there to disguise like power plant utilities.
Okay.
Or power lines or power grids.
Gotcha.
Or shit like that. Like, or they'll be there because like there wasn't necessarily enough space to build a proper apartment building here, but they have to fill the space somehow. So here's like the walls of a brick building with nothing in it.
Gotcha.
So it was honestly really interesting, and it made me go like, wait, what? Are we living in like the Matrix?
Yeah, right.
So
this house is not a real house. It's a portal to an underworld.
Yeah. No, but I love also not necessarily documentaries, but I consider them documentary adjacent. I love watching cooking shows and cooking videos of like, you know, people being like, here's this dish from wherever, we're gonna try and make it, or here's how you make it, or doing stuff like here's this dish that was on this show. Yeah. You know, like we're gonna make it.
There's the really great YouTube channel that I found recently. It's like it's a family. Yeah. And I'm gonna pronounce the country wrong. Azerbaijan?
Yes. Yeah.
So they're a family that owns and runs like a cute little farm in that country. And they are very like self-sustained.
Oh, okay.
And there are these really high quality, beautiful, basically silent films of them like making strawberry jam, but with like 50 pounds of strawberries.
Oh wow.
Or like preparing like a huge lamb meal, but like wrapped in like phyllo dough.
Oh wow.
And it's like an hour long, and there's a lot of like B-roll of like puppies running around like on this farm, and it's very soothing, and it's cool like because it's like this different culture that like
it's interesting to see the techniques and like, how you know, in some of these places they might not have access to like the tools that we have, or the, you know, necessary accoutrements.
Right. It seems a little bit more rudimentary than you would find like in the Western American world.
Yes,
but it's beautiful and like almost like simplistic in a way.
Yeah, but like there's a beauty to it.
Oh yeah, and like they just seem to live like I don't know, like authentic lives. You know, like there isn't like a lot of like chasing or like it doesn't seem like there's a lot of like rat race involved. You know what I mean?
I mean, you know, I'm sure like everybody, they have all their own struggles too, right?
For sure.
You know, and I'm thankful to not have probably some of the struggles that they have, just as they might be thankful to not have some of the struggles that we might have. Right. But still, it's cool
to get a peek into a different culture.
Yeah, which sort of goes back to our talking point of the world is more interconnected than ever. Right. But really, the enjoyment that we're finding from that is the little pieces of humanity that we can pluck from that.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, and like what you get out of the connectivity.
Exactly.
Yeah. And speaking of connectivity.
Wow, what a segue.
Thank you. I've been podcasting for years.
Yeah, I can tell.
All right, thanks, Mitch.
All right, that was great. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, me too. See you in the morning.
All right, sounds like a plan, dude.
Bye.
Bye.